Hello. Okay, great. I see that you hear me well right now. We had some issues with the sound, but right now we can start. So, welcome everyone to the Masterclass webinar on setting up the LAMP stack for Debian Linux. First of all, why I call this webinar a Masterclass? Well, today I want to focus your attention on the practical side of setting up the LAMP stack. We won't dig into any theory or deep documentation at all. What we are going to do is to practically prove that setting up a basic LAMP stack is very, very easy and takes little time. Today's webinar will be useful for all of my Debian Linux server setup essentials for web hosting and more Udemy course students, as well as for anyone who uses shared web hosting or is into resellers hosting business, but wants to move to their own dedicated platform, to their own self-made hosting service, be it for their own projects or for their clients. Please consider staying till the end of the webinar. It won't be long, I promise, as at the end, I will give you the bonuses I promised and maybe even more. Okay, so let me take a couple of seconds to introduce myself to those who don't know me. My name is Alex Grebeshkov. I'm a premium Udemy instructor and entrepreneur, and also an associate professor and researcher at Kyiv National Economic University. My areas of interest include information management, information technologies in business and education, and information security. I'm also CEO at Global Digital Services. It's an IT consulting and hosting solutions company, CIO at Kyiv Private Schools Association, and founder of online education startup Educasta. Okay, so now to the topic of the webinar. I think it will be better to start right away. Today I'm going to set up a new web server right here live, and we will see how much time will it take to build a web server from ground up. Let's say at start we have nothing at all, and in about 20 minutes or so we will have a fully functional platform for a website. First of all, we need a server to work with. A virtual server will do the job in most cases. So let's go on and create a DigitalOcean account, as they will allow us to create a VPS in about a minute. But before we do it, let's set up a timer to know exactly how much time it will take for us to set up the server. So let me switch the screen to the browser. Okay, so we start the timer. And now what we want to do is to create a DigitalOcean account if we don't have any. So we go to digitalocean.com. Here you choose sign up or just enter your email address, password, and click create an account. And what I'm going to do is just to log in. Great, nothing special there. You can see, okay. Sorry. Okay, so we choose the create Droplet. Here, what we need to choose is the operating system. Right here, we'll choose the Debian operating system. Version 8 will do. Okay, so the droplet size This one will do as well. Choose the data center region. You can choose any one you like. I advise you to choose the closest to your location. Closest to my location is Frankfurt. Okay, so we don't need any additional options at the moment, nor do we need the SSH keys. Okay, so let's choose host name, Debian webinar, and create. Usually it takes about 60 to 70 seconds for DigitalOcean to create a droplet, not more. After that, you receive an email with all the details, all the connection details to your newly created virtual server. Okay, let's wait a little bit. Okay, we have our server created. Let's go to the email. Great, your new droplet. So here's the IP address, your username, and your password. Okay, now what we need to do is to connect to the droplet via SSH. On Mac or Linux, you just open the terminal and type the commands, and on Windows, you need the SSH client. I suggest you to use PuTTY, just because it is almost only the alternative. You just Google for PuTTY download. Okay, this is fine. Here's the full address of the author's website. And here you can download PuTTY right there. And from when you start PuTTY, it's pretty straightforward. You type in the IP address into the hostname field and type connect. Okay, but we are on Mac platform right now, so we will have to switch to the terminal. Okay, again, I need to share the whole screen with you. So we switch to the terminal and type SSH root and our IP address. Yes. Password. There's the password. Okay, the current password once more, and you need to change the password right away. Great. So we're in. Before we continue, we want to make sure that all of our repositories are up to date. To do it, we run this command. And after the process is completed, let's start the setup process. So first of all, we're going to be installing the Apache web server. Let's apt install Apache 2. We have to wait a little bit, and it's done. So now let's check if Apache is installed correctly. To do this, we open the browser, and instead of the URL, we type in the server's IP address. So we have the server's IP address right here. Let's open a new tab. Great, and we have the dummy Apache 2 page here. If it happens so that you don't have your email or you just forgot where to look for the IP address, you can type in this command. Oops, sorry. And you will have the IP address right away. Or just, this is too long with a filter here, with a grep, yes. You just type ifconfig f0, the number of your network interface, and here you search for inet address. Here it is. Yes, it matches. Okay. Now, before we continue, let's hook up the domain name to the server and edit the config files for Apache to recognize our domain name. I already have my domain name here, the DNS records opened for from one of my domains, eacademy.pro. So what we want to do is to create two type A records. One is 3W Academy Pro with the answer of our IP address, and the other is empty. Great. Now let's look what we have in the site available directory. So we have the default SSL website and the default as well. Okay, so we wanna edit the default configuration file. This one. So what we have here: virtual host, server admin, document root. Okay. Let's add here we have it here, uncommented server name. So instead of example.com, we will write the Academy Pro, and as a server ls, we will add the Academy Pro without the 3W. Okay, then we exit, save the changes. Okay, and we restart Apache. Great. Now I hope that these changes are already live. Let's open the new tab and check. Yes, our server responds with the default web page. Great. So we've linked our domain name to the default virtual host of the Apache. So what we do next? Next, let us install the MySQL server. To do it, we run command. Yes. During the installation process, MySQL will ask you to set up a root password. So let's do it straight away. MySQL installation usually takes a little bit longer than the Apache installation. Okay. After it's done, we need to run the SQL secure installation script. The script will ask us for the root password. And we want to change the password. No, we don't. And I advise you to answer yes to all the rest questions, because these questions are about the security matter. Okay, so you remove all the default users, all the default test databases with open access, and so on. Okay, and we're done. Now, to have the fully functional web server, we need to install, how do you think what? PHP. So let's do it. We install PHP 5, PHP PHP. Okay. Yes. Okay, we have PHP installed. Now let's again restart the web server. And to check if the PHP installed correctly, let's go and make a change to some minor edit to the default Apache web page, to this web page. Okay, so this page is located it's here. Here is index.html. So let's go on and changes to it. Or maybe, no, let's go another way. We'll just create the index to PHP page. Okay, here. Let's add the PHP info function and save the page. So now when we go to this page, let's use the domain name. We see the PHP version and all the technical details that PHP info function drops back when you call for it. So it means that PHP works just fine. So as you can see, we've successfully set up a fully functional, although pretty basic web server in how many? Let's take a look. In 14 minutes, in 14 and a half minutes. Surely there are more complicated setups for production environments when you have, say, 20 to 30 websites running per server, or you need a website with 100% uptime. More advanced questions are covered in my online courses on web server setup for Debian and CentOS Linux operating systems, and we will get back to them in a moment. So, what I wanted to tell you in this masterclass, I wanted to give you confidence that setting up your web server basically is very easy and very fast, so that now you don't hesitate. Take any course, learn it, and apply these skills to your personal projects, to your professional projects, and so on. So now let's switch to bonuses. First of all, I want all of you to download the workbook for this webinar. It contains all the command line commands you will need to do the trick we did today. Just go to the website address you see here. It's broken, but it's one word, okay? And get it for yourself. It also contains the links to all the rest of the bonuses I want to share with you right now. First of all, it's the coupons for for a free enrollment to my new Udemy course, Computer and Internet Security Introduction. It's a new course and it will grow at least by 3 times in terms of content next year, as the updates are currently in production, and so feel free to join, and I hope it will make your online life a bit more secure in today's harsh world. So to join it for free, just download the workbook, and the link with the free coupon is just on the last page. Okay, so all of you also can join all of my courses for just for $5 on infosecschool.net. What's the infosecschool.net? You can ask. One of my new projects, and all courses there will be updated with the security-related sections. Currently, this school offers all my Udemy courses, but you can have a chance to join them for only $5 a course, and it's twice as cheap as in Udemy. And you will get all the security updates as they roll out. This price tag is live till the end of the year, so don't miss the opportunity, please. Check it out on infosecschool.net. Use coupon code webinar17 for a discount, and enjoy a 30-day money-back guarantee. No questions asked, as always. And also, one more thing is a very useful Linux command line cheat sheet I found for myself, and I hope it will be useful for you too. Just go to alexgrebeshkov.com/linuxcheats and grab it. I'm not the author of it, just wanted to share it with you. There's also a link to an article with several other pretty cool cheats for Linux. You definitely want to go and check it out. Just grab it and use it. You can also find all the links to all the bonuses in the webinar workbook, as well as on the webinar page that you are hopefully currently are on it. Okay. So just in case you love Udemy so much that you want a discount for any of my courses on Udemy and on Udemy only, feel free to use my sale17 coupon code to get a $10 price tag on any of my courses. And it's the lowest price possible there, so if you want, just use it. Okay, so at this point, let me thank you for attending this small workshop, and I wish you all the luck in the upcoming new year, and I hope we'll see each other in next upcoming webinars. Bye.